priming the polls for the midterm election. Today, voters across Pennsylvania help decide who will be on the ballot in November.
From who will take the helm of the Commonwealth
to who will represent your communities in the state capitol,
making decisions that directly affect you.
Plus, who will represent you in the U.S. Capitol.
We break down contested races that could ultimately shape the balance of power in Washington.
It's a primary election, setting the stage for closely watched midterms, and we have coverage you can count on.
WGAL News 8 at 10 starts now.
We're following several developing stories tonight as 2 victims were sent to the hospital after a partial building collapse in Harrisburg. Plus, the storm team tracking storms tonight and tomorrow as temperatures soar again to near record highs.
And right now, the results are coming in, and our team is checking every single vote. We have commitment team coverage across the Susquehanna Valley tonight, some with candidates who were on your ballots today. Good evening to you. I'm Lori Burkholder.
And I'm Jerry Gish. Let's start with the U.S. House race in Pennsylvania's 10th district. That covers all of Dauphin County and parts of Cumberland and York counties. Right now, that seat is held by Republican Scott Perry. He was uncontested on today's ballot.
And Janelle Stelson beat out Justin Douglas for the Democratic nomination today, setting up a rematch from 2022's race. And we have crews with both campaigns tonight. Let's start with News 8's A.J. Sisson, who's live in York with the Stelson campaign. A.J.?
Jerry, Lori, we were here when Janelle Stelson first learned that she won, first called by NBC around 8:30 and then a few moments later by the AP. Janelle surrounded by friends, family, and campaign staff. That was the moment she learned she won. Democratic nominee Janelle Stelson. She's now set for a 2024 rematch against incumbent Republican Representative Scott Perry, who was unopposed in tonight's primary for Pennsylvania's 10th congressional district. The district itself covers Dauphin County, most of Cumberland, and York counties as well. Now, Stelson's victory speech took aim at Scott Perry, calling out his support for the war in Iran, rising prices on everyday goods, and health care, saying she is now turning the page for November's general election.
You deserve somebody who is going to listen and who is going to fight for you. In 2024, we came closer than ever to defeating Scott Perry, the second closest in the entire country, because of a coalition built on shared values and real hope. And tonight, our coalition is bigger and it is just getting started. I am up for the fight, and I'm going to fight with all of you to make this.
Now, the AP officially called the race just before 9 p.m. this evening. Now, much of the party here for Janelle Stelson's watch party is closing up. Many of the friends, family, and campaign staff have left at this point. We're really some of the remaining people. Janelle Stelson left very soon after she learned that she won. Now, coming up at 11, we'll talk more about the issues in Pennsylvania's 10th congressional district as we now head towards the November general election between now Democratic nominee Janelle Stelson and Republican incumbent Scott Perry. Jerry, Lori, back over to you.
All right, AJ, thank you.
Of course, Janelle Stelson beat out Justin Douglas, who was also on that ticket. Let's listen into what he has to say. He's actually at the podium, I believe, right now. Are we going to go live to that? All right, let's just listen into what he has to say.
They sat. Yes, it was everybody. I know I'm highlighting people's names, but we all know it was a group effort. I want to be very clear. If I don't say your name, it's not because I'm not grateful for everything that you did. Sherry had the idea of sitting at Greek Fest. And we know how much traffic went by there and saw our grassroots campaign and just the visibility idea that you had. Thank you so much for that, and everyone else for that did that work. I want to thank Robin and Bishwa. They did so much work in the Bhutanese Nepali community and so many others that are here that just worked so incredibly hard to get.
That is Justin Douglas, of course, addressing his supporters tonight.
Yeah, hearing from him right now. Also, Representative Scott Perry, who currently represents the 10th Congressional District, issued a statement following Stelson's win, saying this, quote, "The difference between me and Janelle Stelson could not be clear. I've lowered the tax burden on hardworking Central Pennsylvanians, while my opponent has promised to make you pay more. Over the next 5+ months, I look forward to a vigorous general election campaign. I hope my opponent will join me in debating the issues that will impact the future of South Central Pennsylvania and our nation."
All right, let's get a check now on the Storm Team forecast. It has been a scorching hot start to the week. This is a live look tonight over Hershey and Ephrata. And of course, it feels like summer, Ethan. And with that, we had some summer-like storms today.
That's right. Temperatures peaked near the record high this afternoon. And then during the late afternoon, early evening hours, we had some passing showers and storms. But we're drying back out. We're likely going to stay dry through the night tonight. We still have some lingering clouds across Lancaster, Lebanon, and Dauphin counties. But we should see mostly clear skies later tonight. But notice the rain back over central Ohio into northwestern Pennsylvania. Those showers and thunderstorms are out ahead of an incoming cold front that will move across the valley tomorrow evening. But before we see that front move on by, it is going to be another hot day tomorrow with highs close to 90 degrees, but we'll have higher chances for passing showers and thunderstorms than we did today for the afternoon and early evening hours. On a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being the lowest, 5 being the highest, it's a low chance, a level 1, that we could see some severe thunderstorms tomorrow. Best chance for those storms will be between noon and 10 p.m. We'll have to watch out for some storms that produce some damaging wind gusts, some hail, and some heavy downpours. Now, the showers and thunderstorms will move out tomorrow evening into tomorrow night. And so will the near record warmth. It's going to be a big drop in temperatures as we get closer to the weekend. I'll talk about that more coming up in just a few minutes.
Ethan, thank you. In Harrisburg, a wall collapse this afternoon sent 2 people to the hospital.
And News 8's Michael Fuller was in Harrisburg with what we know.
The Harrisburg Fire Department says they were called out to Zarker Street between Market and Chestnut Streets for a collapse in a home around 3:45 this afternoon.
We had 2 people trapped that were transported to the hospital. They were in the rubble. They were being dug out by their cohorts as well as fire and police, transferred to EMS for treatment and transport.
Chief Brian Enterline says 5 workers were working on the house at the time of the collapse.
Did have a current building permit and did have an engineer's report for the work that they were doing. Unfortunately, something catastrophic happened as they were removing some of the bricks and the entire wall come down essentially at one time.
The chief credits recent training as a part of the department's preparedness.
We just did 2 days worth of training with our South Central partners up at Hack over the last 2 days on Sunday and Monday, doing exactly structural collapse rescue training. Without those supports, we probably would have been looking at a couple of fatalities without a doubt. Gotcha.
And that was Michael Fuller reporting. In Lancaster County, a boy is in the hospital after emergency crews say he fell several stories from a window in Ephrata. Neighbors say they heard the parents scream around 1:15 this afternoon, and a News 8 crew could see a screen hanging out from the window that child fell from. He was taken by helicopter to Penn State Health Hershey Medical Center, and police say he is expected to survive.